Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Archbishop Wood High School. It's a standalone game yet again here in the Philadelphia Catholic League. Only game on the calendar. It's a rescheduled contest that was expected to be played on Tuesday, and due to the ice storms that rampaged through Philadelphia, we had to reschedule it. We are across the way at Archbishop Wood High School in the girls' gym, and we're excited for a big-time PCL matchup. Bob Long, Alex Shevchuk, and Danny Rovey alongside for this one. This is a big game, guys. Archbishop Wood coming off a tough loss to Newman Goretti at home across the way in the boys' gym. And LaSalle, they lost on a heartbreaker, a game-winning 3 to Ian Williams and Archbishop Carroll in a game that pushed them to 0-4 on the year. But they've been in the last 3 games. They have played to 1 possession in each of those games, and they're looking to get over the hump. It'll be a big one here tonight. We'll now pause and send you down to John McBride, the public address announcer, for the introductions, the prayer, and the national anthem.
We ask everyone to please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats. And veterans, we invite you to salute as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. At this time, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Explorers.
And we'll meet the starters for LaSalle, dressed in the navy blues here tonight with the white trim and the gold numerals. Liam Hawley introduced first, thought he had a game-winning assist at the end of the last contest against Archbishop Carroll. Played great in that game. Nick Parisi, sharpshooter, he can get to the rim. All in all, the best offensive option this team has. Joey Shields, number 5, a veteran leader on this team, knocked down a couple big triples in the last few games. His resurgence has been great for this team. And then the final in the front court, Grayson McHugh and Hayes Altamare. McHugh back, Danny, after a couple games out of the lineup. He hit the go-ahead shot with 2.8 seconds to go against Archbishop Carroll. And his return has been important to this team.
Yeah, absolutely. And McHugh really proved to a lot of Explorer fans what he's capable of doing on the court against that game versus Archbishop Carroll. Like you said, Bob, had what would have been that game winner in that contest, but also did a great job of establishing a presence down low in the baseline.
Brady McAdams is introduced first for Archbishop Wood. And it all becomes clear after the fact, Danny, as we look to our left. And that's the Archbishop Wood student section, so we might miss a couple of things in that left-hand near side corner, but that's Philadelphia Catholic League homie gym basketball for you, and hopefully you enjoy it here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the atmosphere right here is second to none. This game is in the South Gym here on Archbishop Wood's campus, so a little bit smaller than the Kelly Gymnasium right down the road. So absolutely going to be an electric atmosphere in a game where, you know, both these schools go toe-to-toe no matter the record. Only 13 miles separate these schools, and this is a game that feels like a playoff game, like I said, no matter the circumstance of the season.
Archbishop Wood, the starters, Brady McAdams, Jaleel Bethea, Josh Reed in the starting lineup, Deuce Maxey, and Isan Beya, the 5th man. in that, I beg your pardon, Tahir Howell will start here tonight, and Bay will be the first one off the bench. Howell, by the way, gave good minutes early on when Archbishop Wood was punch for punch with Newman Goretti. That one got away from them late in that first half. It went from a tie game at 20-20 to a 41-27 lead last Thursday night for Newman Goretti, and the Saints never looked back.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw the Saints really run away with a game like that, and that'll be a stinger for Wood in league play. Their two losses are to arguably the top dogs in Roman and Newman, so absolutely looking to get back on track with a win over LaSalle tonight. However, LaSalle looking to get on track with their first win of the PCL season.
Well, and to your point, Danny, those losses are to big-time programs. They have played a lot of very impressive teams, and the schedule will lighten just a little bit. Bethea didn't draw any iron on that first one. By the way, the third member of our broadcast crew, he's behind the camera, but he's also commentating tonight. There's nothing this man can't do. Alex Shevchuk. Alex, good evening.
Good evening, Bob.
What are you looking forward to most in this one?
You know, I'm always looking forward to see 6'3" point guard on Wood, number 5, Josh Reed, just doing such a great job proving himself and putting himself in MVP talk for the PCL this year. Breakout year for Josh.
Archbishop Wood comes out man-to-man. McHugh, and now Nick Parisi goes baseline, and that was a tough pass through a lot of traffic. Bethea came up with it.
Yeah, almost 3 Vikings right there in that center paint area. That's a blocking foul going against LaSalle. We saw Bethea go up with that shot.
One more look here, and perhaps a little bit of a bailout, but certainly did get undercut.
Yeah, and I guess it's that final foot movement right there, right in the center of the paint that gets that call.
And quite honestly, the replay didn't do that call any favors.
Mm-hmm.
Bethea a little bit out of control, throwing that one up with his left hand. So we talked about at the top of the broadcast being in the girls' gym here tonight. Really interesting and unique venue with the stage. On the right-hand side of your screen, similar to what you'll see at Father Judge and several other venues around the Philadelphia Catholic League. Certainly Bishop McDevitt had a similar setup back when that school was in operation. Hawley, the floater goes.
Yeah, Hawley right there did a great job of finding some open space, running off that defender, and then the floater right there was a nice touch.
Well, it's been 2 possessions and all Bethea with the basketball. He still hasn't given up on this possession. Now Deuce Maxey, a really tough shot over Hayes Altamare.
Yeah, Deuce Maxey right there, a contested bucket. That's what he does so well. He creates a lot of point-scoring opportunities, but when no one else is available for the pass, he's that guy that can finish the play.
That's McHugh flashing to the top of the key. Parisi, one-on-one against Bethea. Parisi, that's a really tough shot. Going one-on-one against the longer Bethea.
Yeah, and Parisi right there. How about that for Deuce Maxey? Did a great job giving him a little bit of his own medicine, Bob.
Bethea, heck of a drive, and quickly back down the floor. Archbishop Wood gets the block. Reed, count it, and 1. Hayes Altamare might have had the feet set, Danny, but I think this replay will show a little too deep in the lane.
Yeah, that's something that Hayes Altamare has been in the position for a lot this year, is to take those blocks and those charges, but right there obviously getting called for the blocking foul, like you said, a little bit too deep in that paint.
And that's something where at the high school level, we talk about it a lot. There is no restricted area drawn into the paint. So it's an official's discretion at that point as to when to make that call. But it is something they take into consideration. A baseline J, and Grayson McHugh shows the sweet stroke.
Yeah, Grayson McHugh right there does a great job of shooting the ball despite his 6'8" frame. He's made a lot of key buckets this year throughout the Explorer from beyond.
McAdams just missed from deep, but Archbishop Wood quick on the trigger. No surprise, Alex. That's the type of offense that they run.
Yeah, they like to swing the ball a lot and find either an open backdoor cut or an open 3 because they have the guys to shoot it.
Over the left shoulder. Grayson McHugh has the last 4 for LaSalle. McAdams is guarded by Hawley, and he'll slice his way to the hoop. A lot of contact wasn't called. John Moscow can't believe it. Altamare leads the break. And they slow it up. It's something that they have gotten more into their rota, Danny, I think, is slowing things up, and that one just miscommunication. But I think earlier in the year, Altamare might have pushed that ball into trouble. Pull it back, run the half court. Obviously, that's not the result, but that's the right idea.
Yeah, exactly. So important that LaSalle begins to establish some composure on the offensive side of the ball. Like you said before, earlier in the year, especially against teams like Bonner, LaSalle had a tendency to match the style of play that the teams playing them would play with. I think it's very important that LaSalle begins to form their own style right here, and we can see them in a tie game start to take more time with the ball.
Parisi lost it, allowed himself to get into the lane. McHugh with the offensive carom, and Parisi is fouled going up. The hustle play there from LaSalle.
Great work from Parisi. You see that ball is still up for grabs. He hangs around, gets a hold of that one, puts that up, and some definite contact right there on the putback attempt.
And hey, folks, I know that one was a little bit blurry. We are in a, how shall I say, a tenuous position here. And so the camera's going to be shaking a little bit, and we're going to do our best. Alex is awesome on the camera, and we'll keep it as clear as we and calibrate it as we can here. But Parisi, the extra effort. 1 of 2 from the stripe.
So LaSalle here takes the lead. A little bit over halfway to go in the first quarter.
I will tell you, Danny, after Friday night's game to Archbishop Carroll, in the 3rd straight game where LaSalle was within 1 possession. Now they go to zone, and Bethea tries to shoot over the top of it. 1 and done. Hawley, stutter step. Thought there was contact there. And Shields pulls it away. First to it is Hawley, and a foul is called. It goes against Josh Reed.
Yeah, definitely some scrapping right there after the whistle's blown between Hawley and Maxey. Student section getting fired up, as well as the LaSalle section. 2 hard-nosed backcourt players here for both these programs.
Well, and it dovetails into the point I was making as well. Folks are noticing this LaSalle team under Ryan Ansell. It's his first year with the program. Well documented, the exodus of talent. Last year, 3 starters from that team that were sophomores left for other destinations. And this team had to start not from scratch, but they had to reestablish their identity very quickly. And they have who they have, and they like who they have, and what they have been able to do with this group of guys. Go ahead, stare at the goose egg in the win column in the Catholic League if you must. But what we're seeing week after week and game after game with this team is a team that is playing to the standard of Philadelphia Catholic League basketball, which is the standard in the state of Pennsylvania. And it's to be commended. These kids are bought in very well.
Absolutely. And I think that this LaSalle experiment here is absolutely a process, and Coach Ansell's done a great job with what he's been given so far. LaSalle, their last 3 losses have been by a total margin of 8 points. So very, very tough, hard-nosed games these Explorers are playing down to the wire. And I think that we can absolutely see them upsetting some big-name programs down the line.
Parisi, open 3. It's good. Got to close out right away on him. McAdams, another guy you got to close out on because he can knock it down from deep.
Yeah, pairing threes right there on those past 2 sequences. Both these teams are excellent from beyond the line, Bob.
.3:19 to play first quarter, and Parisi feels it on the road. Bethea, do it right back to him, yes.
How about that? 4 consecutive threes, Bob. We got ourselves a shootout here in Warminster.
Hawley now takes his man off the ball screen, and now Parisi, they get it inside for McHugh. That's a great block by Maxey. McAdams, and that should go the other way. Oh, take a look at this one again on the replay. It's great position by Hayes Altamare, but you tell me that this bench isn't into it. They got upset on their mind here tonight. Look at Dan Williams. Look at Ryan Ansell standing up there. They want the call, and they get it.
Yeah, hands up there from Hayes Altamari. We saw the drive was a little bit out of control. Did a great job of staying composed there and getting that call to go his way. Obviously, it didn't go his way previously when he was called earlier in the game for that blocking foul, so great to see him get back on track right there.
And what's the difference there, Danny, right? He's out from underneath that basket, clearly there in legal guarding position. McAdams lowers the shoulder, takes it in legal guarding position, and it goes the other way. Good cut there by Nick Parisi, a step back. Here comes Reed. He's got Bethea flanking him, also has Maxey, and Maxey needed a two-handed catch, and he would have had an open three.
Yeah, absolutely here. So LaSalle still leads by 1. Over 2 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. So imperative they get a bucket on this possession.
Hawley. Boy, he was hit hard there by McAdams, able to come up with it again. And thrown through the legs. Bethea comes up with it. And Hayes Altamari has picked up his second personal foul.
Yeah, Bethea right there did a great job of bringing his body into Altamari's, getting that call to go his way. He'll pass the ball in here under the basket.
2 minutes to go in a wild and entertaining first quarter here from Archbishop Wood. Altamari stays in there with the 2 personal fouls and defends them very well.
Yeah, the choice right there to shoot from Jalil Bethea was met with a miss. You had number 2, Mike Green, in the corner standing wide open. Let's see if Archbishop Wood can move the ball around here on this possession.
Reed is poked away from behind. Parisi, Altamari, and Parisi's feeling it tonight. 3 for 3 from deep.
Yeah, Nick Parisi on fire so far. Like you said, 9 points from three-point land. Doing a great job of excelling this Explorers lead early in this contest.
Reed. McAdams goes baseline, and he hits the side of the backboard. And the call is to slow it up from the LaSalle bench. 1:05 to go. It goes against their very nature, but could they take this one down to the final shot of the court? I don't think so. I think they're just looking to run a half-court set and trust their stuff. Parisi again.
Yeah, Nick Parisi right there with a full head of steam getting towards the basket. Does a great job right there.
Oh, my goodness. Jalil Bethea rocks the rim.
Yeah, Jalil Bethea right there getting up. An airport in the South Gym has been created. The paint right there. Jalil Bethea saying, watch out. I'm coming in.
What a game. What a game so far. A deep 3, that's well short from Parisi. Bethea double teamed. There's Maxey, extra pass, but Joe Shields made up the space. Parisi knows still plenty of time, and he's fouled with 6.5 to go. 4th team foul, and more importantly, Nick Parisi a little slow to get up on the baseline.
Yeah, Parisi without a doubt dinged up right there on a lot of contact going up with that layup.
And now the length of Joey O'Brien, beg your pardon, comes onto the floor. O'Brien has been so good. And yes, Hudak onto the floor for his first run also. Look at that. Joey O'Brien is going to go to his normal position of cornerback like in football. Poked that one away from Bethea, and that takes an important second off the clock.
Yeah, and O'Brien has been known this year to be a tenacious defender for the Explorers. And right here, like you said, this matchup against Bethea reminds him a lot of his football counterparts.
That's great defense by LaSalle, and they end the first quarter with 20 on the board offensively. And a 4-point lead. Alex, a quick thought on the first 8 minutes of action.
I mean, LaSalle's just done a good job of just playing right, and they don't have to rush any shots. They take the best shots that they can, and they give it to the guy with the hot hand, Nick Parisi. What a quarter. Just amazing.
This portion of today's game brought to you by Next Play Basketball. It's an AAU basketball organization here in the greater Philadelphia area. They got some great coaches, and they have a wonderful program that you can join. If you're a boy or a girl from 3rd grade through 12th grade, if you want to get better, if you want to play at the next level, whatever that next level may be, give them a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and find them online for more information and for a tryout near you. The Great American Pub, with 3 locations locally, including my personal favorite in Conshohocken, with the rooftop bar, 3 levels to eat on, great place for parties and other corporate gatherings. Reach out to our good buddy, Chuck Hempshire, or one of his GMs over there to find out when you can host your next event or just to make a reservation at the Great American Pub. We appreciate their sponsorship of LaSalle Sports and Bob Long Sports. E&M Insurance. It's an insurance agency located in North Wales, property and casualty insurance agency. They're independent, meaning they work with a select group of highly rated insurance companies that have proven their worth over the years. It's run by Chris Marr. He is a class of 1989 from LaSalle High School, also sent 2 sons through LaSalle, and former Alumni Association Board President. Visit them at eandminsurance.com for more information. And it's easy. Send him your policy, give him about an hour to review it, and he'll tell you how he can improve your coverage, save you money, and protect your family. We get started here in the second quarter, and LaSalle, will they make some adjustments? Open 3 for Shields. And McHugh is all over it.
Oh, and how about that from McHugh right there? The facilitator back at it again, grabs the offensive rebound and says, give me 2 points. 22-16, the Explorers lead.
So that was a Shields 3, by the way. No, we didn't quite catch that one. And Green's 3, caught that one as Shields nicked him there, and I think that's at least his second personal
absolutely
foul.
Right there. Shields just couldn't get out of the way in time. He kept on moving after the shot contest, sending Green to the line. Those are 3 big shots here on the horizon for the Vikings.
The iron unkind. So again on that last one, a Shields baseline 3, good look. Grayson McHugh amongst 2 defenders goes up and gets it. And the offhand left-handed finish as he spun to the baseline particularly impressed me. Two of 3.
Now the Vikings here meeting LaSalle in a full court set. Right there to their advantage. Bethea going up. Foul on that one just around the edge of the iron.
A lot to check out on this replay. One of the wonderful referees here today took a tumble but fell very gracefully. But there is the steal, and Bethea got to the rim. When it's not falling as easily as you'd like, get to the rim, draw some contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Bethea was not able to cash in from beyond early in this game. Shooting stroke is starting to come back towards him, but right there, like you said, Bob, always so crucial to get to the line when the opportunity presents itself, especially when you're the Vikings down here, down 4 on your home court early in this contest.
By the way, you never do want to miss an opportunity to highlight these officials. They're doing a great job here tonight. And almost any game in the Catholic League is not one that I'd want to officiate. The level of physicality, the athleticism, the quickness of the game. But this one in particular, the way they've gotten out and run, they've done a really nice job. Joe Anhalt, George Pavlov, and Seamus McNulty is our officiating crew here tonight. This portion of today's game is brought to you by CJO Design and Construction. It's a landscape contract firm in the suburbs of Philadelphia, run by a good buddy of ours, Chad Ormond, who does a great job with the LaSalle football program on the video side of things. And Chad also will do a great job for you and your family, whether you're talking about your lawn, your home, putting an addition on, maybe a hardscape or a deck. He can do it all for you. And I know he's helped my wife and me. We're really happy with how our backyard looks. And Chad had a big part in that role. So we appreciate him and want to tell you all about Chad and what he can do for you. Julio Bethea out of that timeout, knocks down the first. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, with those 2 shots, the Vikings there chipping away at this Explorer lead.
And it allows the Vikings to come out and pick up full court. Hawley able to split the double well. Hudak, he's been hot from 3 and stays hot.
Yeah, Hudak right there, cashing in from beyond. Does a great job of that off the bench right there. One of the 3 seniors on this LaSalle team, and just showing his expertise there from beyond.
And LaSalle did that, yes, because Liam Hawley was so solid with the basketball, breaking that double team, but the floor was wide open, Danny. Spaced out, they broke it into 3 quadrants by the far sideline, the near sideline, and they had a ball handler in the middle of the floor. And so, yes, you faced that full court pressure, but Alex, what you saw is LaSalle basically put themselves in that position to break it and set up a good look against that pressure.
Yeah, Hawley just did a good job just attracting both defenders at the top of the key and just snaking through and just finding Hudak right on the wing. That's a shot right there. Boom.
I think Archbishop was getting a little frustrated here with this LaSalle defense, and Bethea got away with 1. Good rebound by Howell without fouling, and they called it against Hudak. I think we'll get another look here because you can also see this off arm come around and do this chicken wing. That's going to fly around the backside of Hudak right there. Perhaps they had the foul prior to that moment, but
yeah, well, Bob, at this stage in the game, undeniably, there's going to be a lot of contact on the floor right here, and it just is so crucial about what the refs call and if they can keep that consistently throughout this game.
And Ryan Ansel is hot right now, giving it to that official about that off-arm contact from Jaleel Bethea. Left-hand side of your screen, Liam Hawley. And Jaleel Bethea being sized up and told to knock it off. I say good luck to that one. I think that LaSalle is here to play tonight. They're unafraid and unabashed. And they're going to match Archbishop Wood's physicality.
Yeah, LaSalle's here to play a gritty brand of basketball. We all know that going into this game.
And now look at this foul disparity. 5 fouls for LaSalle in 1 minute and 18 seconds here in the second quarter. Archbishop Wood was 0.
Yeah, that's absolutely something to take note of here. Archbishop Wood has done a great job of keeping the ball on the offensive side of the court, as well as after these free throws. It's so easy for them to come right back into that full court set and then get that ball again from LaSalle. So Archbishop Wood definitely doing a great job of possessing so far in this one. And like you said, we're not even full 2 minutes.
Reed 2 for 2. It's been a war here tonight. I don't expect that to change anytime soon. Hawley. O'Brien. Hawley, a good look. Parisi's been hot from deep. Contact with no call. And now numbers for Archbishop Wood. Bea attacks. Reed can't finish.
Yeah, and right there, O'Brien did a great job of tracking back and contesting that shot. He'll have a 3 of his own. And how about that? O'Brien banged one all the way from beyond.
How about Joey O'Brien? Hasn't shown you much of that this year. 6-point lead. Hudak got the steal.
Yeah, Hudak right there did a great job of reading the pass. And how about that athleticism to get all the way up?
Maxey did a great job coming to the catch. Counted and one, and Parisi will go to the line to shoot one more.
Yeah, how about that for LaSalle right there? Absolutely responding to the previous offensive dominance from Wood. They come back in and create some fire offensively, Bob.
Nice rip through, just getting in front of Deuce Maxey. Nick Parisi does a good job using his body and getting it in one at the end.
Parisi's come to play here tonight.
Yeah, Parisi right there converting, like you said, on that and one. I mean, just has a great game so far. And right there, Jalil Bethea will get called on that offensive shove.
And that was coming.
Absolutely. We had already called it out previously in the game. A lot of contact there on the offensive side of the ball. And right there, the ref's picking up on that one, and that'll be Explorer basketball.
Ryan Ansell, think back to when he was in that official's ear the last time that Hawley got called for the foul. When he and Bethea got into it, and a warning has just been issued to John Moscow. He's happy about it. You could hear it, at least I could, through my earbuds, which was make-up calls. He clapped it towards the official's ear. These two coaches, man.
Absolutely. Nothing better.
They are getting after it. Both of them, they know how to work an official, and I love it.
Oh, and how about that right there? Nick Parisi, some razzle-dazzle from midcourt range.
Reed, it's a great look from Mike Green. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Philadelphia Catholic League basketball at its best.
Yeah, Green right there answering with a three of his own, but Salle here up 8 points. One bucket will get them back to a double-digit lead here.
Parisi pulls up. That's a tough shot. It was halfway down.
Yeah, heavily contested right there from Parisi. Couldn't get that one to fall. Let's see what Wood can do in this transition.
Really good catch by Isan Bea. A better pass to Reed, and that's good offense from the Vikings of Archbishop Wood.
Yeah, and Reed right there did a great job of getting to the middle of the spot, Bob, and then just firing that one off, a catch and release, if you will.
Brady McAdams checks in for Archbishop Wood. LaSalle will counter with Hayes Altamare, who went to the bench early with those 2 personal fouls. And Alex, really important for Altamare, who's going to inbound the ball here, but defensively, to find a way to not foul anymore here in this first half.
Yeah, a tendency that Altamare has is to draw charges, so hopefully he just gets them right in place, right in time, without getting a blocking foul, making them have 3 fouls and a half.
That's a great look there. A little too much heat potentially for Grayson McHugh, but Danny, they had the floor spaced. It was one-on-one against the mismatch-induced Maxey. I think that Ryan Ansell and his assistants will take that matchup on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely, and as McHugh comes to the bench right here, that is one that you want back. Like you said, you saw that mismatch on the court. And McHugh does a great job in one-on-one play right there, as looks like Hawley will pick up the foul. And like we saw, that'll send the Vikings to the line.
A little grab there, and this officiating crew trying to keep this one in check and keep the physicality of the game to the notch that it needs to be here. I think they got their work cut out for them as well in that regard, just by the nature of the way these two teams are playing here tonight.
That right there is a key miss for the Vikings from number 23, Brady McAdams.
And he missed them both. Bear in there on the defensive carom, an empty trip for the Vikings.
And LaSalle here taking their time. Liam Hawley does so well handling the ball.
And he got to the hoop.
Control, did a great job of driving in, like you said, Bob. Took on Maxey right there, down low by the hoop. And that'll send him to the line right here. And LaSalle making up for a couple of these fouls. Right now the Vikings have 3 in this quarter.
Well, if you're going to pull the upset, you got to do it here as well, at the foul line. Tahir Howell will take the place of Josh Reed, and LaSalle will counter with Nick Parisi taking what I can only imagine is a minor respite.
I mean, Parisi has been so electric in this game so far. On fire from beyond, and done a great job, no hesitation driving into the lane.
Preston Washington replaces Liam Hawley. This is interesting because your best ball handler and your best scorer are off the floor, up 8. And I think Ryan Ansell, I think Danny Williams, I think Amar Stukes, the assistant, they're trying to steal 2 minutes here. 2 or so minutes. And get them that minor breather that you need in the course of a 32-minute game without letting the Vikings right back into this game. Very curious to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very important the Explorers defend this guy right here, Jalil Bethea, well. And that ball's intercepted by Luke Hudak. Did a great job of reading that pass right here.
Yeah, weak side crash. No doubt about it. Now, how does this offense run without Hawley on the floor? Bear. And given away. That was, again, out of our sight. The massive Archbishop Wood student section here today, but good defense in the corner and a really good closeout by Archbishop Wood.
Yeah, absolutely, Bob. And I think we found the answer to our own question right there. You asked, how is the Salle offense going to run without their lead scorer and their lead ball handler? Right there, they're going to move the ball as quickly as possible, see if they can find some open lanes throughout their passing, and get to the hoop as efficiently as possible.
That's great defense by O'Brien. Joey O'Brien has been the answer since he's been in the game against Jalil Bethea. Washington. And LaSalle in no hurry. Washington raised those eyes. Now Bear goes baseline. Traveled. Good defense by Bethea without fouling. And Parisi is up, but walking to the other side of the bench. All eyes, I think, of the LaSalle faithful look to that bench and say, how much longer can Hawley and Parisi stay on that bench?
I mean, listen, though, this LaSalle 5 is still doing a great job of preserving this lead. I mean, right there, again, it was great ball movement from LaSalle. Unfortunately, Bear got caught up right there with the travel moving in from the baseline.
And Will Bear got a hand in there. Josh Reed will go to the line for two.
Yeah, and Bear just playing really aggressive right there for LaSalle. But like you said, those arms are a little bit tied up, and the call went against the Explorers. That'll send Josh Reed to the line. Let's see what the Drexel-bound player, number 5, can do. So LaSalle's esteemed big men coming back in here. Shields and McHugh both lining up at that lower block.
Reed missed both.
And that right there is humongous for LaSalle. About 2.5 minutes left. Let's see what they can do. All it takes is one basket to retain that double-digit lead.
Washington, and Bethea didn't bite on that head fake. Nicely done. They're going to reset this offense. Nick Parisi and Liam Hawley back to the scorer's table. Hudak fouled. They're going to call it off. They are waving off the shot. And you at home, you can be the judge on this one, folks. Where did the contact come? Boy, it looks like a gather and going up to me.
Yeah.
That's a big call.
Absolutely.
It's a big call. Just the 4th team foul against Archbishop Wood, but it gets Nick Parisi and Liam Hawley back onto the floor. And by the way, since they went off 0-0, they maintain the 8-point lead. McHugh, great position. Had a mismatch. No good. And Howell rips it away. Bethea looks like he wants to take it himself. Creates the space. And that's last touched by LaSalle.
Yeah, Shields right there, some blood under the nose. He'll have to get taken off for that.
He'll go down and see the trainer at the far end of the floor. And Joey O'Brien comes back on to guard Jalil Bethea.
It's a task right there. That number 3 is handled so well in this game, taking a lot of what he does on the defensive side of things on the football field. And right there, McHugh doing a great job of getting in the mid of Bethea.
And
LaSalle
Bethea
here
is slow to get back. It's 5-on-4 for the time being. McHugh, Parisi, a deep one. And it showed. Green to settle things down for Wood. What a rebound by Howell. Maxey for 3. And Wood's a little out of sorts. Nick Parisi will shoot 2 from the line.
And that's massive right there. Like I said previously in this second quarter, it was so important that LaSalle began to draw those fouls. Now they get a chance to go to the line and make this a 10-point game here with about 1 minute left here in this quarter. LaSalle doing a great job of managing the game so far in this stage. And that's the guy you want at the line, Nick Parisi. He's been electric so far with his shooting. Done a great job taking high-quality shots, creating scoring opportunities. Right there, that one's off.
How about Jaden Jenkins into the game for the first time? The freshman at 6'8".
That height perfectly matching there with number 13 from LaSalle, Grayson McHugh.
1 of 2 for Nick Parisi, and he will come off. That's a really nice job to manage his foul situation. Heading into the break, it's a 9-point lead and a big 60 seconds to go.
Absolutely. Well, it seems like Wood just trying to let things settle offensively. Looking to find that basket wherever it is. That's number 11 with the pull-up. Does not convert on that one.
Yeah, and that's not his look. LaSalle goes into a 2-3 zone there defensively and throws something different at the Vikings. I think LaSalle will take that.
Yeah, it's almost like LaSalle invited him to shoot right there, and they were absolutely correct.
Luke
Luke
Hudak for 3. It's a 12-point lead and the largest lead of the night for LaSalle. Oh, Joey O'Brien! Clean up top. Looked clean up top. And because of our good buddy Alex Shevchuk, we got another look.
Oh, how about that leap from number 3, Joey O'Brien. The LaSalle faithful arguing it's a clean block. And right there, he makes a great case as to why he is one of the best defenders we have seen all year long.
And the LaSalle students have showed up. Top left corner of your screen. And they're making themselves heard. Joey O'Brien will come off the floor with a hero's welcome.
And like I said in our pregame introduction, only 13 miles separate these schools. We have a lot of kids knowing each other on both sides right here. So definitely some added flair to this rivalry. Year in and year out, it just is so energetic here.
But he got his own rebound. Parisi stayed on the floor, by the way. And I don't think they expected him to be here defensively. That's a clear foul against Grayson McHugh. And so they will send Jenkins, the freshman who just missed 2, to the line for 2.
Yeah, so Jenkins right now, chance to correct his previous mistakes there from the line. He'll miss on the first. 0 for 3 so far.
So what are you going to do? If you're from the bench, what are you telling these guys on the block to do? He's just missed 3. Box out.
Absolutely.
And they do. With 11 seconds to go, Parisi settles things down. Hawley is open, but Parisi wants it himself. And he is fouled with 3.3 to go. LaSalle in the bonus. 2 shots.
Oh, that's absolutely a huge take right now. LaSalle up 12 points.
We might just have had a technical foul, a double tech. And I don't know if it was a warning or not. It's a technical foul against Hayes Altamare. It's a technical foul against Isan Bea. Advantage Archbishop Wood on that one because Altamare has just picked up his 3rd personal foul, as technicals do count as personals.
Yeah, and only 3.3 seconds remain here in this half.
Keep an eye on that one. Remember that one going into the break.
Absolutely. Definitely another rift to the plot here in this one. LaSalle is up 13 points, however, with that make from Parisi. So Hayes will be subbed out now.
Josh Reed checks out of the game, into the game, beg your pardon. Isan Bea sits down. Parisi does not have someone at the scorer's table to get him. makes his second. 3.3 to go. Green with 2. Heaves at the horn, and LaSalle leads by 14 points. Headed to the break on the road. It's a hostile environment, and LaSalle bringing the noise themselves. Alex, a quick thought on this first half.
LaSalle is 0-4 in the PCL, and they have an underdog mentality coming against this Archbishop Wood team that has a target on their back because of the players that they have. Multiple D1 commits, multiple players with D1 offers. They're just a team with a target on their back, and LaSalle wants to get them.
Danny.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex, adding on from what you said, this LaSalle Explorers team is playing like they're an undefeated team. They're playing with the tenacity and aggression that we have not seen all year, and definitely looking to see it more here in the second half.
What a game. It has been a good one, and you're not going to want to go anywhere. This is Bob Long Sports coverage of Philadelphia Catholic League basketball.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He's gone!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must-see event. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage. Dedicated to getting it done.
My name is William Ryan, and I'm attending Boston College next year. Salle obviously academically is so strong, and that prepares me for college, prepares me for the next 4 years at Boston College. But furthermore, I think the community here at LaSalle and the experiences that they provide will allow me to thrive at Boston College next year. The college counseling office here at LaSalle prepared me for the college application process through just one-on-one interviews with my college counselor, and also just having the door open here, and whenever I had any questions, there were so many resources for me to use and for me to be able to fill out the application to the best of my ability. Obviously we have the Choose Your Path motto, but I like to say it's more of a Blaze Your Path motto. On the basketball team, LaSalle gave me an awesome opportunity to help the team in ways that I wouldn't have expected otherwise by putting together scouting reports and stuff like that. And that's what LaSalle offers. It offers every kid to kind of take the initiative and go forth and do what they want, but do it in an individualistic way.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, folks. Second half action about to get underway, and it's live here on Bob Long Sports. Bob Long, Alex Shevchuk, and Danny Rovey alongside. LaSalle leads Archbishop 1. That is right, by 14 points. What a contest thus far for the Explorers. Some halftime stats. LaSalle 14 of 29 from the field. 6 of 9 from deep. 7 of 9 from the free throw line with 21 caroms to go against Archbishop Wood's 15 rebounds. LaSalle's going to come out man to man, and they get to the rim. Good adjustment there by Josh Reed. For Archbishop Wood, 30% from the field, 8 of 27 in the first half, 3 of 13 from distance, just 8 of 18 from the foul line. 7 turnovers for both teams. And Shields kicked that basketball. How do you miss that call? And McHugh tipped it. I mean, that is a clear kick. In fact, it's probably a technical foul. And now Reed gets called for the clear foul as he runs through the legs of Liam Hawley.
Yes, right there, like you said, Bob, LaSalle will take advantage of that no call right there as Archbishop Wood now gets on the board with their first foul of the quarter. Obviously, last half and the second quarter, LaSalle found themselves in early foul trouble. However, Wood right there definitely got back with some fouls of their own, sending LaSalle to the line late in that second quarter.
Hawley, Hudak, he's been good from deep. Scramble for the basketball. It's off of Brady McAdams' foot.
Yeah, and Hudak did a great job right there of the classic cliche phrase, follow your shot, but then that resulted in some discombobulation there from the Woods sideline. That'll be LaSalle ball. So Shields here, the inbound man for LaSalle. And Parisi will get the ball in his hands. How good was he in that first half, Bob?
He was unbelievable. Unbelievable. A little short on that three, and the shots aren't falling quite as easily. Reed rises high and couldn't hit it. And Maxey picks up the personal foul. Second team foul against Archbishop Wood.
Yeah, Max just caught right there in the wrong place at the wrong time. Totally ran into right there and will definitely get ticked with the personal foul.
LaSalle leads by 12. Have not scored yet here in the second half. Shields drives baseline. Hudak. This time he'll attack. Taken off his hands well.
Oh, and how about that from Shields right there? The hustle to get it back to Hudak, and Hudak puts it up. He's fouled. What a great job there by Joey Shields. Recognized where the ball could be poked free. Got under that one and threw it right back out. What a hustle play.
A really good look there on that replay. And Hudak feels the contact, goes up and gets undercut.
I mean, that's high IQ basketball right there from the Explorers. And if you've watched this team, you know that's been a process since the very first PCL game they've played.
By the way, you asked how good was Nick Parisi in the first half. Well, I can tell you, thankful for our good buddy Huck Palmer, who does the stats. He's keeping him alive. Parisi, 22 points, 7 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from deep, 5 of 7 from the foul line. He leads all scorers here tonight. Bethea had 11 in the first half. Reed, pull up. He's really good from the mid-range, left that one short. Here's Parisi. He attacks the body of Jaleel Bethea.
How about that right there? Nick Parisi fearless against the ESPN number 7 player in the country, Jaleel Bethea.
Bang! Bang! Jaleel Bethea. Not a ton of ball movement on that particular possession, Danny, but at some point, he just wants the ball, and he's going to rise and fire.
Absolutely, and Bethea right there, knockdown from beyond. Does a great job with that 3-ball.
It's a tough no call there. As he attacked the outside hip of Bethea. And that is last touched by LaSalle. Good hands from behind from Archbishop Wood.
Absolutely. Wood right there did a great job, like you said, of getting in behind. A sneaky steal right there, poking that one free, but like you said, last touch by LaSalle.
Really good job by Bea, and a nice call by that official on that baseline.
Takes a lot of precision there to make the right call, and they did a great job with that.
Reed spinning. Woo, man, oh man, McHugh.
Not sure about that one, at least from our vantage point. Looked like McHugh almost stayed straight like a stick figure when he was going up with that. I didn't see any contact, at least from our vantage point.
Yeah, and that one snuck just a tiny bit behind that scoreboard there that we have in the top left corner. But it looked good. Ten-point game, and Archbishop Wood picks up full court pressure. And LaSalle clears it out for Liam Hawley. This young man has been impressing in recent weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the ball is on a string when it's with Liam Hawley. And how about that pass right there? A dime to Joey Shields, way down in the paint. That's where you eat, big fella.
And why? And why? It's because Hawley was patient and waited for the defenders to subside. Jaleel Bethea, too good getting to the hoop.
So Hawley here getting picked up halfway through court.
Hudak now, defended by Bea. And nice defense there by Jaleel Bethea to defend without fouling. Josh Reed. It's an 8-point game, and that is a thing of beauty in transition for the Vikings. They get another steal. Bea so good with those hands. Bethea, that's an unbelievable pass.
How quickly do things change right here? Once a 14-point lead, now the lead cut down to 6. And this gym right here is electrified to our left. The Archbishop Wood student section here is ablaze.
Bethea, yoink, yes sir. What a pass on the numbers.
Get up there. What a great way to jam that one down.
Ooh. What a game. Alex Shevchuk. What are you seeing there from behind the camera lens, partner?
Yeah, well, Wood probably in that locker room are either stunned or shocked. Well, it's one or the other. They're not happy with being down 14 points to ranked by Philly Hoop Group, the second worst team in the PCL. They want to get back and be electric, and now they're down 6 with Josh Reed with those 2 monster dunks. Take flight.
Man, this is the beauty of high school basketball, guys. It's just so much fun. Played at an extremely high level. Unbelievable stuff. This portion of today's game brought to you by Jim McLaughlin and Carrie Guerin Boyle of the Carrie Guerin Boyle team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Fox and Roach Realtors. They are our favorite LaSalle realtors, and they have helped many folks over the years to achieve their goals of buying a new home or selling a home if you're at that stage in your life. Give them a call and tell them that Bob Long Sports sent you. Really appreciate their sponsorship of high school athletes and what we do here at Bob Long Sports, allowing us to come onto the road. And Catholic League basketball, there's nothing better than what we do here, so we appreciate all our sponsors. Altamare, good look for McHugh. And the game moving just a little quick there as he couldn't squeeze it.
Yeah, rocket right there was fired down to McHugh, slipped through his hands right there, and that's a crucial turnover for the Explorers. We know how well the Vikings have cut down this lead. LaSalle led by 14 points at the half. Now it's a 6-point game. Anyone's ball game here. And these final 3 minutes or so of this third quarter will be a gauntlet, to say the least.
Bea and now Bethea. This is the guy that they want to ride, and why not? Jaleel Bethea, count it, and 1. That's unguardable. What are you going to do with that?
Absolutely, and then drawing the foul right there. Bethea coming alive early in this second half for the Vikings. Doing a great job there, taking matters into his own hands. How about that? A little spin move, drawing contact into progress. And right there, Bethea proving where he belongs on this court.
.3:19 to go. Archbishop Wood up from the bootstraps. 2 excellent assists from Julio Bethea and a couple fantastic finishes by the young man committed to the University of Miami. LaSalle gets the ball where they want it, couldn't hit it. And Reed, that one off the leg of Parisi. It wasn't called for a kick. And that's a tough no call. But Parisi got a steal, put it up with no call. Now Archbishop Wood has numbers the other way. Bethea for 3. You guessed it.
How about that right there for a response? Points from both sides right there. But Wood ultimately with that 3 cuts this lead down to 2. We have ourselves a ball game here from the South Gym.
Hawley, great look for Hudak, trying to get hot again. And he is 0 for 3 here in the second half, but all of them have looked good. To Bethea, this is for the lead.
Yeah,
maybe
Bethea.
a tiny bit for us, Danny.
Yeah, off color, definitely. You can see that in the shooting stroke there from Bethea. He rushed the shot right there, did not have his feet set. And LaSalle here remains in the lead.
Gut check time for LaSalle, the underdog. Hawley, he's been so good with the ball in his hands, it's blocked. Bethea wants it, Bethea, contact, and he'll shoot 2. Parisi picked up the personal foul.
He's saying that's all ball in the court right there. It's pretty easy to read those lips. That's all ball, says number 4. But he'll be picked up right there with the foul. And that'll send the Vikings to the line once again, Jalil Bethea.
I think that's a tough argument to make based upon that replay.
Definitely. Coming in from behind like that, it's just so hard to time it right.
Yeah, I think that's likely the right call based upon exactly what you said, Danny. Well, it was a 14-point lead at the half for LaSalle. LaSalle's put 7 on the board here in this stanza, and Archbishop Wood has scored 20. A lot of it because of this guy standing at the stripe right now.
I'm sure a lot of it too. That guy right there, dressed in all black, standing up, John Moscow. Imagine the halftime talk there, down 14 to, like Alex said, one of the worst teams in the PCL by record.
Boy, oh boy, no Hawley. Dangerous pass. Hudak with a touch, guarded by Josh Reed.
LaSalle looking to find their composure again offensively. It's so important that they score here and end this lull.
1:22 to go. Preston Washington pulls it back with 1:17 to go. Again, Hawley with a short break. Washington, what a pass, Hawley. And Howell brings it down. Bea will slow it up. It's a pretty good look there from Hawley.
It's going to be Shields trying to pick him up right there. We saw Bear get off Bea.
And a foul is called. LaSalle had one to give. 53 seconds to play in this third quarter, and for the time being, a couple of guys that we look to that bench, a couple of them in foul trouble. Here comes one of them now, Grayson McHugh into the game for this defensive possession. Liam Hawley stays, Hayes Altamare stays on the bench for now.
Yeah, and all foul calls aside right there, Grayson McHugh's a guy you need right here down low with the size.
Julio Bethea. Green, he's so good from deep, but a little short.
Oh, and right there, Preston Washington was wide open down the court, but Hudak there opting to slow things down, bring things up.
And Nick Parisi's your guy. Give me some English off the glass.
Nick Parisi, that's a great finish right there to fire things back up for the Explorers. They still lead by 2.
Reed, they're willing to give him that 3. McAdams, long, rebound, and McAdams lost the basketball. Here comes Washington with 15 seconds to go. Hesitation dribble. Hudak will pull it back with 10. Parisi coming to the basketball. Hudak, a lot of dribbling, and he's fouled. 4th team foul against Archbishop Wood. They had one to give. Where's Hawley? Hawley's got to come to the scorer's table right now and run this final 5.5 seconds, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
And I think LaSalle thought this was a shooting situation, but it is not.
They had one to give as well.
All right, Hawley stays on the bench. What are they going to run with 5.5 seconds to go? Parisi, Shields with 2, puts up a tough shot, yes.
Shields right there, how about that? Parisi was knocked down, he had the ball, dumped it back off to Shields, and Shields did a great job putting that one up. An acrobatic finish right there, extending the LaSalle lead to 4.
Alex Shevchuk, sometimes it's your night. Sometimes it's your night.
Man, Bob, the basket was 20 feet wide for Joe Shields there. He just got it off the bank, looking like Kobe on the fade. Straight bank.
We're headed to the 4th quarter in a phenomenal contest here from Archbishop Wood. Rescheduled once after it was expected to be played last night. The ice storm kept us out of the gym last night. Here we are this evening, and LaSalle leads by 4. It got all the way to a tied game, Alex, and LaSalle with some mettle to put 4 more points on the board to end the quarter.
I mean, Wood just came out of the first half with just some great energy, and they just came back, scored 20 straight points. LaSalle did not score until the final 1.5 minutes there. I mean, Wood's just done a good job defensively, but LaSalle's getting over the edge right at the end.
8 minutes on the clock. Quickly, we'll tell you about our good friends at Next Play Basketball. Next Play Basketball is a wonderful AAU basketball organization here in the Philadelphia area with teams from 3rd grade through 12th grade for boys and girls. If you want to advance your game to the next level, on and off the floor, visit their Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. Tell them the Bob Long Sports sent you, and we appreciate their sponsorship of Bob Long Sports. Preston Washington will run the point. McHugh spins baseline. Parisi through traffic, and it's pulled away. Bethea was in there. He had help. Bethea, great finish. Hawley stayed straight up.
Yeah, Bethea right there. Did a great job staying composed on his end, getting up with that one.
And again, Hawley and Altamare, both of them have been hampered at times with foul issues. They stay on the bench for now. Could use a ball handler right about now. That was picked out of his hands. Shields is fouled. Remember, the fouls reset after every quarter. New rules here in high school. So that's the first team foul against Archbishop Wood. Here in the 4th quarter, Ryan Ansel, the head coach of LaSalle, he's seen enough. Get another ball handler on the floor. And Liam Hawley, he's been the best ball handler on either side here tonight. I think it's fair to say.
I mean, Hawley with the ball on a string tonight, Bob, to say the absolute least. And he's done a great job leading this LaSalle offense all year long. He's the guy who creates the most space on the floor and gives guys like number 4, Nick Parisi, and Luke Hudak chances to score.
McHugh. Here's Joe Shields. Great back cut. Nick Parisi. They run that screen up top. Hawley set it. And Parisi darted to the hole.
And how about that awareness right there from Parisi? He saw the open space in the paint.
Got to close out there. LaSalle went zone, a simple high ball screen. And McHugh's the guy that's got to either creep up or the guard at the top of the prong has to work harder through that screen.
I mean, Bob, even if you do close out, it's Jaleel Bethea. What are the odds he really misses from afar?
There's a foul on the takedown there. The slap down from Tahir Howell. 6:27 to go. What a game, a 1-point contest. Well, for LaSalle, it's pretty clear. You win this game, you're thinking about the Philadelphia Catholic League playoffs. 1-4 record be damned. You put yourself back and you think, hey, we got a chance to win every single game the rest of the way if you're beating a team like Archbishop Wood. For Archbishop Wood, you fall to 2-3 if you lose this game, and all of a sudden hosting a first-round playoff game for a chance to get to the Palestra, that's no longer particularly likely. It's a huge contest here. Both seasons are going to be affected one way or the other.
Yeah, a lot on the line, and these next 6 minutes will all determine that. We'll see what Luke Hudak does. Passes out to Hawley.
Yeah, and I like what LaSalle's doing here. Work for your best shot. That's a better one. Hudak. There's Shields putting it up. It's a great look down low. Good box out. Now LaSalle has 3 guys behind the play, and Wood can get a great shot if they want it. Good choice. Jaleel Bethea.
You put a hand in his face, and what good does it even do? He's knocked down from afar.
First lead in a very long time for Archbishop Wood. I don't know if they did lead to this point. Okay, you knew Archbishop Wood was coming. What are you going to do now?
Oh, there was a great pivot move there by Hawley. A little bit too strong off the glass. Josh Reed going up. How about that?
And one.
And one. Luke Hudak right there. A fork in the road for someone like Josh Reed.
This is the loudest this place has gotten all night.
I was just going to say, you can't even hear yourself speak, Bob, even through the headset. A big bucket right there for the Vikings.
That's a great job by Reed, because the last 2 times down in transition, Bethea's gotten the ball, so LaSalle darts to him. Nobody stops the ball, and Reed took it to the rack. So for the first time tonight, Alex, LaSalle is playing chaser. What do they need to do here in these next few offensive possessions?
I think that they should slow the ball down and not force a shot up, and just take the best shot available and give it to the guys like Nick Parisi or Joe Shields or Liam Hawley, who's been all over this game today. And I think that LaSalle can get back into this game and make it even more competitive.
Yep, you just got to see one go through the hoop at this point. Out to Mare. Good close out there by Bethea. Good cut by Shields. Just couldn't finish it. Really good offense. Now, chance for an early dagger. Who's that in the corner? Mike Green.
And a big board right there for the Explorers. This possession right here, a lot on the line.
Yeah, it could have been an early backbreaker there if that one went down from Green, the sharpshooter.
So important that LaSalle keeps this to just 1 score. What can Nick Parisi do? Number 4.
And he is fouled in the act of shooting. He will shoot 2 at the line.
Huge right there. And that's Wood's 3rd foul this quarter. Something to watch out for. LaSalle only has 1 so far. You looked at the sponsor board here. Joey O'Brien talking with head coach Ryan Ansell, as well as number 15, Preston Boschman.
And if you're a LaSalle Explorer fan, player, or coach, just good to see one go through the cylinder.
The Vikings lead here, cut back within 1 score. Parisi there, cashing in on both. And now what can LaSalle do here in this full court set?
Reed wide open. And LaSalle a little tough and slow getting back.
Yeah, lapse of defensive judgment right there. Josh Reed's a guy who you just have to pick up, especially in the paint right there. He's just too dangerous.
Not a good pass. Here comes Reed. He's got Bethea. He goes behind the back to set up an all-world assist.
Yeah, poor decision right there, passing to Preston Washington. 6 points here is the lead from the Wood Vikings.
Largest of the night for the home Archbishop Wood Vikings. And here we go again for the 4th consecutive game. LaSalle has been right in there against some of the Philadelphia Catholic League's best teams. They were down 26 points at one point to St. Joseph's Prep. They came all the way back to cut that to a 1-point game, ended up losing by a possession. Devon Prep, it was back and forth all night long. Devon Prep was 1 possession better in that contest. And then LaSalle, they led at times against Archbishop Carroll, including with 3.2 seconds to go. And a Herculean 3 by Ian Williams at the buzzer was the difference in that one. That's 3 of LaSalle's 4 losses. And now tonight against maybe the favorite, or certainly one of the 3 or 4 favorites coming into the year to go to the Plestra and potentially hoist the hubcap. LaSalle had a 14-point lead at the half. And Alex, it wasn't a fluke in any way, shape, or form. But just the way you expect champions to do, Archbishop Wood, they've come all the way back. They have their largest lead. So here's the question. Does LaSalle have one more run in them? Now playing the chaser role.
I mean, Bob, they've had to do that most and a lot during their past couple games. They've been chasing against teams like Devon and teams like
Yeah, Archbishop Carroll,
sorry.
Prep.
But just like Prep, they came back 20 points. I think that LaSalle can come back 6 points easily.
McHugh picked away. Parisi, great defense, but he's fouled by Bethea. And perhaps that John Moscow has a case here that for all the contact we've had in the contest,
that
this one was forced, that Bethea was relatively straight up, and maybe that's a tough call in that moment.
Yeah, a valid case to be made right there, but Nick Parisi will be sent to the line, and he'll cash in on that first one. So important LaSalle stays in this game as best they can here with a little bit over 3 minutes remaining.
Remember that Archbishop Wood missed 10 free throws in the first half alone.
Not to mention Archbishop Wood has 4 fouls compared to LaSalle's 1.
1 of 2. 3 minutes to go. And it's nearly picked away. Bethea, timeout. Timeout from that bench. Joey O'Brien nearly had the steal, and you'll see on this replay here, he just wanted to pick it up and go the other direction. But the mitts of Julio Bethea were too strong.
Yeah, and the right decision right there from Moscow to call that timeout on the floor. Possessions here are just ever important. And Archbishop Wood cannot afford to give the ball up to the Explorers anymore here as they've worked so hard to cut back from that 14-point deficit at half.
This portion of today's game is brought to you by E&M Insurance in North Wales. It's a property and casualty insurance firm run by our good buddy Chris Marr from the class of 1989. We appreciate his sponsorship, allowing us to come out and broadcast games week after week, year after year, one of the longtime sponsors. So if you haven't checked your insurance policy in a little while, please do us the favor, reach out to E&M Insurance and tell them that Bob Long Sports sent you. We'll improve your coverage, save some money, and support high school athletes and us along the way. Joey O'Brien picks up the personal foul with 2:58 to play, team second. That is Joey O'Brien's 4th personal foul. But I think you have to leave him out there because you need a stop right now. He's the best option to do it against Julio Bethea with his athleticism and ability to defend on the ball.
Yet in terms of length, too, these players match up very well.
And they are counting. Isan Bea, Archbishop Wood. They rarely put it in park. But now they do, and they force LaSalle to come out. Julio Bethea up and under, too strong. Big rebound, corralled by O'Brien. Parisi, there's a lot of contact there that wasn't called. And I'm not sure how that's not either a block or a charge, and the defender didn't go down. It's likely a block. Not a good pass. Josh Reed goes behind his back, and Liam Hawley came up with it.
Oh, and LaSalle here with a little bit of an odd man advantage. Parisi pulls up, does not make it. It's off the outside edge of the rim.
Bethea. Reed brings it down with one hand. And we got a call against LaSalle, it looks like. And it's Hawley on the push. That's on the floor. Third team foul. It's Hawley's third personal. 2 minutes to go. Interesting.
Right there. That'll stay Wood basketball.
No, it's not. They just overruled them.
Wow.
It's a good call there. That one went off the hands of Reed. The official on the near side of the floor, right in front of the Archbishop Wood student section, overruled the official on the baseline. Here we go. LaSalle has to cash in on possessions. They turned it over on their last one. Got to get a shot. And he's fouled, so Liam Hawley will shoot 2 at the line. Worst case scenario for Archbishop Wood, giving LaSalle a chance to score with the clock stopped.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is where the game is won and lost at the charity stripe, and Liam Hawley done a great job so far tonight for these Explorers, handling that basketball, creating space on the floor. What can he do right here for the blue jerseys? Again, so imperative that LaSalle keeps us within 1 score. Therefore, it's a 1 possession game, and therefore the stakes are higher on every Viking possession here as they will get the ball.
1:45 to go. No shot clock here at the high school level. It always makes these end-of-game situations very interesting. How does Archbishop Wood handle it offensively? How does LaSalle manage it defensively? Bea gives it away. That's a one-handed pass into traffic, up 3 with 1:30 to go.
Yeah, not the right pass to be making on the floor right there. For Wood, you got to preserve the clock as much as you can. Nick Parisi right there, picked up. What about that call?
It's a late call. Same official that overrode it on the Josh Reed thing. You know, it's a point of emphasis in high school basketball. Nick Parisi wasn't quite set, and that is the way they want that called. And now the discussion about Hayes Altamare, who was sitting at the scorer's table. And Ryan Ants saying, what more do you want me to do? Three-point game. Bethea, wild shot won't go, and now LaSalle has numbers. O'Brien.
Oh, with one shoe, he can do it all. How about that? Joey O'Brien getting up there. A sock on the floor, but doesn't matter when he's all the way up in the air.
One more look, Green, you can't give that foul. O'Brien. Now, they didn't call foul there, obviously, just the shoe coming off. So it is a one-point game with 1 minute to go. Maybe the game of the year thus far in the Philadelphia Catholic League.
LaSalle here with a high press on the Vikings. What will be the answer?
Reed, really good, under control, off 2 feet.
That clock continues to run right here. Nick Parisi from afar, misses on that one. LaSalle picks it up.
Yep, Hudak can slow things down. Hawley for the tie. And that one's saved in bounds. Hawley will come onto it. Parisi, timeout. That was after the timeout as Bethea tried to block and got a big piece of Hayes Altamare. I can understand why the timeout was called. And that wasn't going to get off cleanly, but boy, Bethea, that would have been a foul.
Absolutely, Bethea right there caught in some big trouble down in the corner. If he had landed on Altamare, sent him to the line. Once again, it's a 3-point game right there, and Altamare would have the chance to tie that. 27.3 seconds remaining. How about this game, Bob?
Everybody on this side of the floor is standing. The LaSalle students on that side of the floor are standing, and I'm not sure what the rest of the people are doing. What a game. What a game. And by the way, before we do get to the final whistle, I want to give a shout out to the athletic director here at Archbishop Wood, Sue O'Neill, one of our favorites, who does it all, not just the AD hat that she wears, but she was mopping up the floor on the near side. She managed everything that went into changing the game time, changing the gym, getting this game off without a hitch. Couldn't do it without her, and we really appreciate her having us here tonight.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to broadcast the game in these conditions. What an environment.
Here we go. You don't need a three. They just happen to have gotten three pretty good ones. Hawley lost the basketball. And a rare turnover from him comes with 22 seconds left. Now Archbishop Wood, they're going to get an extra shooter on the floor. Howell off the floor, and Deuce Maxey comes on in his place. Maxey will also inbound the basketball. Double team. Reed in trouble. And a foul is called from where? Oh my goodness. There's an official right in front of the play.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. And that
at this
call
stage in the
comes
game.
from right in front of the LaSalle bench. That's
Across the
unbelievable.
court.
This is the official, right hand side of your screen, right next to Ryan Ansell. He's got the same view we do. That is a difficult decision to come to grips with.
I mean, absolutely crazy. Like you said, Bob, a cross-court foul call. Joey O'Brien was stunned. Ryan Ansell had to talk to him there at the scorer's table.
Now here's the question. If it goes against Joey O'Brien, that's his fifth. And in midst the melee, I didn't hear what the public address announcer, John McBride, called out as the foul. For a game that's been as physical as any I've seen in the Catholic League this year, for that call to come 50 feet away is a tough pill to swallow.
Especially at this stage of the game, too. Both teams now in the bonus. Sending Reed to the line here. Still a one-possession game. LaSalle, by all means, not out of this one. But what can Reed do right here with the game on the line?
That official, by the way, in the corner, I apologize for belaboring it, but that official was stunned. He didn't know what the whistle was when it first came. It is a 4-point game. Josh Reed can add a big one here. $18 seconds to go. Hawley.
They need him a quick bucket here.
And they give it away. Reed gives it up, and that is going to be a turnover. Low ceilings here at Archbishop Wood. I think it's the same height as the boys' gym, but go with me here. We're in the girls' gym. It's a new environment, and I don't know, would that pass have been okay and not hit the roof in the boys' gym? We'll never know. And that's nearly a giveaway. 9 seconds, Altamare, got it. Timeout, Ryan Ansell with 6.1 to go. Onions from Hayes Altamare. He's been on the bench, Alex, for most of the contest in foul trouble. Come in cold, knock it down from NBA range.
I mean, Hayes Altamare is not scared to shoot the ball there. He knows that he can shoot the ball, and he has good confidence, and he'll shoot it from anywhere because he has trust in himself. That is a clutch play there by Hayes Altamare.
So now the foul has to come as quickly as you can give it for LaSalle. Maybe for 1 second you look to try to steal the basketball?
Oh, I think the biggest thing is just sending Archbishop Wood to the line because they have not been entirely knocked down so far this game. So you put them right there in a pressure position. If LaSalle can then come up with that ball, it's an entirely different game.
And here's one for you from our buddy Huck Palmer. All 39 points in the second half for Archbishop Wood have been scored by a combination of Josh Reed and Jaleel Bethea. So ride the horses that you have in the stable.
How about that for a dynamic duo right there? They have just absolutely come to life here in this second half. They've been electric in this one. And right here is where the game is managed best. These next 6.3 seconds may feel like an eternity.
By the way, free throw percentages for Archbishop Wood. Jaleel Bethea, 86%. Josh Reed, 64% on the year. Deuce Maxey with 56 points. And they have to foul the 86% free throw shooter. The guy we haven't seen here tonight, Melandine, has not played all evening. We did not expect him to play. We don't know the reason as to why. He's had some issues with technical fouls over the course of the year. Jaleel Bethea hits the first. This could just about ice it, and nobody is in the lane, which is interesting for a couple of reasons. I know you don't want to foul LaSalle, but on a miss, you're probably going to want to foul up 3 if you're John Moscow. Not needed there. Hawley with 2, launches at the horn. And Archbishop Wood, they're going to survive at home. LaSalle, they keep challenging near the top of the mountain. That win is not going to come here tonight in the Philadelphia Catholic League, but what a game it was.
How about that for a ball game, Bob and Alex? I mean, you really can't ask for much more here in the Philadelphia Catholic League. A packed gymnasium here from Archbishop Wood. Warminster, Pennsylvania completely showed out in this one in the South Gym. Obviously, always a pleasure to do these games in such a raucous environment from both schools separated only 13 miles apart. So a great performance there from LaSalle to get back on track. A 4-point loss to one of the top dogs here in the Philadelphia Catholic League, and then a great job from Archbishop Wood coming back from that 14-point deficit at half. Alex, a quick thought here before we go back down to Bob.
I mean, Wood just did a great job of keeping composed and coming down from that 14-point deficit at the half and just getting out there and playing hard and just winning the game. You can see Jalil and his father there sharing a moment. Just what a game from Jalil Bethea.
So Bob right here down on the court with right there Jalil Bethea, number 1. Had a great game tonight and a great second half, especially knocked down from afar and locked in for when the game needed him the most.
We're here with Jalil Bethea, a hard-fought game here tonight that you ended up coming with the victory in the end. 14-point deficit at the half. What changed in the second half?
The only thing that happened is that we really just had a slow start. Because, like, if we never have a slow start, I ain't gonna lie, that game would have never came out like that. We should have been blowing them out from the jump. But we came out slow. We stuck together at halftime. We came out at halftime. We said the score was 0-0, and we just played harder.
I believe until the very end, at least the first 39 points you guys scored in the second half, were all you and Josh Reed. Nobody else scored in the second half. You rode the horses that got you to this point. I know that wasn't planned, but how did it end up that way?
It's just me and Josh being the leaders of the team. Me and Josh just had to take over, and leaders take over the game, and that's basically what me and Josh did.
Does something like this embolden you a little bit and give you a little bit of momentum going forward, starting slow and knowing that you can do it in the back half of the game?
I mean, yeah, because we already know what we're already like, our accountability and all that, and we just had to stay together. Like if we just stay together towards the beginning of the game, it's the blowouts every time. I'm sorry I'm stuttering and all that. It's a lot of adrenaline, and I just got a lot of adrenaline right now.
I understand why. It's just another night in the Philadelphia Catholic League. I know you're looking for 32 minutes the next time, but the last 16 here tonight, you got to feel good about that.
Yeah. I definitely feel good about it because our team, we practice so hard, and then seeing us having a slow start, it just doesn't look like us. So all we did was just come together, listen to our coaches, listen to everybody, and just feed off the feedback, basically.
Best of luck the rest of the year. Thanks for doing this with us as always, Ja. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Jalil Bethea with us, and we have Josh Reed and John Moscow waiting for us. See if we can go grab them together. Yeah, let's grab Josh first. You mind hanging for a moment? Yeah, let's do it. Hop on in. Josh Reed with us here. I just told Jaleel, and I don't think he was aware, but every point in the second half was scored by either you or Jaleel. I know it's not how you draw it up, but it's how it worked out, and you rode those horses that you guys have been riding all year. You're one of them. How did it happen in the second half?
I feel like when we came in at halftime, Coach gave us a motivational speech. We felt down because we weren't playing up to our capability, but we came out in the second half with intensity, and we knew we belonged. We knew we should, be winning the game, so we came out and we played the right way, and we got out with the W. So, yeah.
LaSalle came out physical tonight, and you guys matched it. You're one of the more physical teams, maybe the most physical team in the Catholic League. I'm sure that was a point of pride seeing how hard those guys were playing.
Yeah. They came out physicality. They was getting in our faces. Like, they were matching our intensity, and we are not used to that because we were able to bully everybody throughout the season. But we matched our intensity in the second half when we came on with some dog, and that's what we did. So, yeah.
What does this game do for you? I mean, game that's rescheduled. You're playing in the girls' gym. You come out here, a little bit of a different environment, midweek Catholic League game, and you end up finishing it in the fourth quarter. What's it do going forward as you look for all your goals? Host a Catholic League playoff game, get to the Palestra, win a hubcap.
I feel like if we lost this game, we'd have put ourselves in a bad position moving forward. So we feel like we need to come on with a W because we play Prep Friday. So we need to come out on the winning column to make ourselves good in the standings so we can finish top 4 and have a good seed in the home playoff game.
It's always good to see you, Josh. Congrats on a great win.
Thank you.
Josh Reed with us, and now John Moscow. Hey, first off, thanks for having us out.
Coming as usual. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. A game that was delayed and then moved across campus here to the girls' gym.
Yeah.
Great place to do a game, by the way. You got to have more games here. This was awesome. And what was that like coming out with all those factors and get ready to play a basketball game?
And no practice yesterday, both teams. We came out flat. We came out like we didn't want to be here. They kicked our butts the first half. LaSalle, he ran his stuff. They got any shot they wanted to, and they made them, especially number 4, Parisi. He played well, and it looked like Jalil woke up that realized the kid could play. He didn't believe us, in the scouting report. And he came out and he played a little more attention to him, and we kept number 2 from getting in the lane. So that was a couple of factors, and we played downhill more. We didn't settle for threes.
I thought LaSalle matched your physicality, which I don't see all the time in this league. I'm wondering if you saw that the same way as I did and what your reaction was to that.
So that's what I told them. Like, Jalil thought they were going, that they're, bottom of the league right now. They're new coach, not winning games, but they're battling. They had St. Joe's, they had us. They could have won the game. And they came out and they played physical, rebounding, bumping you, talking crap. Like, they deserve to be there. And, like, whenever you come back, even when we came back against Ryan, you have to have some luck involved. And I thought tonight we had some luck. They missed some shots. We got some loose balls. We converted them at the end. A couple calls here and there that I bet Ryan would like back. So, it was just another Catholic League game.
I talked to Jaleel and Josh about this, and when you have a good stat, you share it. Courtesy of Huck Palmer, by the way, who's the best. Every point in the second half was scored by either Josh or Jaleel. Thoughts? I know it's not how you draw it up, but it's how it went.
I got to get credit for that from Huck. Where was Huck? Here, or he called you? He texted you?
He's doing his stats from his lair, man. We don't get him out in the light enough, nearly enough.
Especially out this neighborhood, he can't find it. Delaware County guys get lost. He's in his man cave. But that is a great stat to hear.
What did you say, to the extent you're willing to share, to Ryan Ansel, the first-year head coach for LaSalle, at the end of the game?
I just told him he's doing a great job. He had us beat, and he just has to keep plugging away and keep doing what he does. It was a great game.
Well, I can say I appreciate you looking out, as you always do, for the younger coaches in this league, and that's a good message to send. I appreciate you having us out, taking all this time. Team's waiting on you. I'm sorry for that.
School night. It doesn't get any easier. We got the prep on Friday.
Enjoy it. Good luck. Thanks, Bob. John Moscow with us. Alex, Danny, back to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Great words right there from Jalil Bethia, Josh Reed, and, of course, head coach John Moscow Archbishop Wood did a great job coming back from that deficit in this game, proving where they are here on their home court. And, of course, LaSalle here, another tough, tight loss for the Explorers. Alex, any final takeaways here for this game?
I mean, just a great effort from both LaSalle and Wood there. Wood coming from that comeback and just showing them why they're one of the top teams in the PCL today. And LaSalle coming out, showing them why they're coming up. And they're going to be a new team that's going to be in the Palestra, making a name for themselves, all led by Ryan Ansel himself. But just a remarkable job by both teams today.
Yeah, an electric atmosphere here, to say the least, from Warminster. A packed gym. What more could you ask for? On behalf of Bob Long and Bob Long Sports, my name is Danny Rovey. It was a pleasure being with you all tonight, as well as Alex Shevchuk. Thank you for all you do on the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back.